Bro, y'all need to hear this crazy story. This story, that's insane. There was a guy, right? He was amazing. Still is, in fact. But he lived such an awesome life. He went around teaching about heaven and how we should live our lives that would be pleasing to God, right? But anyway, this dude never did anything wrong. And one day, out of the blue, just got arrested. The reason why he got arrested is because one of his so-called friends, this guy named Judas, he betrayed him. This dude was in cahoots with some of the religious leaders, and he was greedy, and he lied on Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. 30 pieces of silver. I don't know what that is now, but anyway, it's insane. So basically, after that happened, the Roman guards took Jesus to stand trial in front of this Roman governor. His name was Pilate. Fast forwarding a little bit, the next thing you know, Jesus, this perfect dude who lived a perfect life with no wrongdoings, is standing trial with this other guy named Jesus Barabbas. Now, Jesus Barabbas was a criminal and deserved to be there, right? He deserved to be on trial. He led an insurrection. He was a thief and a murderer and just a really bad dude. But when Pilate asked the crowd who they wanted to crucify and who they wanted to let go, they said to crucify Jesus. And I'm not talking about Jesus Barabbas. They're talking about Jesus of Nazareth. That's crazy, right? So anyway, the next thing you know, the governor's soldiers are taking Jesus of Nazareth away to some place named Praetorium or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyways, they started mocking him and spitting on him, and stripped him of his clothes and beat and whipped him and almost to death. They almost killed him. They almost killed this man. They put a crown of thorns on his head, shoved it in there, and started yelling, "Hail, King of the Jews." These guys are jerks, bro. Anyways, I feel so bad for this guy. It legit breaks my heart because he did nothing wrong. But after that, as the soldiers were taking Jesus to crucify him, they ran into this guy named Simon and made this dude carry his cross. I know, that's crazy. So you probably wish that was the end, right? But it gets worse. They ended up nailing Jesus to a cross, along with two other thieves, these random guys. And make matters even worse, not only the soldiers were still mocking Jesus, but one of the thieves was mocking him too. It's insane. Eventually, approximately 3 hours later, Jesus ended up dying. But right before he died, he yelled out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And then shortly after that, he passed away. But everyone was so sad and disappointed because they thought that he was going to be this powerful military leader. They thought he was going to be the dude. But next thing you know, a guy named Joseph just comes and pulls Jesus off the cross. He decided, man, I'm going to go and I'm going to grab this guy and I'm going to bury him. I'm going to bury him in a tomb respectfully. Oh, but check this out. After that, they posted up a guard at the place where Jesus was buried, right? Because they remembered that while Jesus was teaching, he was like, I'm going to come back 3 days later, and it's going down. So anyway, after 3 days, an earthquake happened, and the rock where Jesus was laid to rest was rolled away. I don't know what happened to the guard, but it was rolled away, and I'm getting ahead of myself. An angel of the Lord came and rolled away the rock, and Jesus wasn't there. That's insane, bro. That's it. Like he called his shot. He's like the Babe Ruth, right? He called his shot. He's like, I'm not gonna be there 3 days later. This man wasn't there. He defeated death. He rose again. He rose from the grave. Jesus is alive. That is so awesome, man. Whew. That's a roller coaster ride of a story. God is good. Jesus is Lord.